All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who wrote well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz coming at you with another life lesson. Now, it's been controversy with the doctrine, okay, and who really got it. Honestly, if you notice the other Israelite camps, all they care about is money. They don't focus on doctrine. Okay, that's how you know they don't have it. Okay, I said this before, and I said this again. GMS, they cracked the riddle. Okay, they got it. Okay, say Shibboleth. Okay, they cracked the riddle. They have it. Okay, intact. They got the names intact. Yes, the names is what's the names? The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and the name of His Son is Yahweh Shai. Okay, they got the correct doctrine concerning the heathen, okay? Mainly this devil Esau. They got the 1,000 years of slavery, okay? That he's going to get eradicated. They got that down. They're the only Israelite group that got the 100% truth, and I wholeheartedly believe that. I've been doing some studying, and I found out this is the truth, 100% truth doctrine, okay? Or I could say 144.4 truth, okay? That's what this is about. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings, okay? They broke down the parables, okay? All the Christ parables, okay? Bid to the marriage, okay? Okay? Go out to highways and bid to the marriage. That's exactly what they do, okay? Verse 6, this is from an NET version. To discern the meaning of a proverbs and a parable, the sayings of the wise and their riddles. Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, the sayings of the wise and their riddles. Okay, because they cracked it. They cracked the code. Okay, and riddle means enigma, expression. Come over here to the book of Proverbs, book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 2. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old. Okay, what is those dark sayings, those riddles that Christ was teaching his disciples? Those riddles. Come over here to the book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 4. I will incline my ear to a parable. I will open my dark sayings upon the heart. Okay, that's what this is about, okay? That's what this is about. Revelations. First, let's go to the book of Acts. The book of Acts, chapter 28, verse 26. Saying, go unto this people, and say, hear ye, and hear, and ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and see ye shall see, and not perceive. For the heart of this people is waxed fat, gross, with their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes have they closed, lest they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand, and their heart, and should be converted, and I will heal them. But be it known, therefore, unto that the salvation of power is sent unto the Gentiles, and that ye will hear it, okay? And we those Gentiles, okay? We're those Gentiles. Let's get it. The book of Ephesians. The book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 12. Let's go to the book of Ephesians 2, verse 11. Wherefore remember that ye, being in times past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcised by that is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands. Okay, so we was at times past, we were Gentiles. Okay, that's what the Bible talks about, the Gentiles. It's not talking about the heathen. Okay, it's not actually talking about the heathen. It's talking about the Gentiles. And this, the Hellenation Jews, which was the Greeks. Verse 12, that at that time ye were without Christ, being alienated from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers of the covenant of promise, having no hope, and without power in the world. Okay. So once again, they got it. They cracked the riddle. Okay. They got on this internet 2006, and ever since they didn't fumble the ball. Okay, they got it. Okay, it's the most hard doctrine. Okay, it's the most hardest liquor you could drink down in this GMS doctrine, because they got it. That's what the Bible's conveying. Okay, they got the interpretations right. Come over here. Let's go to the book of Luke. The book of Luke, chapter 24, verse 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. Then opened he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures. And he said unto him, thus it is written, And thus it is behooved that Mashiach to suffer and to rise from the dead on the third day, and that a repentance and remission of sin should be preached in all the name among all nations, beginning at Jerusalem. And ye are witnesses of all these things. And behold, I send you the promise of my Father upon you. But tarry in the city Jerusalem until ye be endured with the power from on high. Okay. So Christ, okay, so it behooved Christ that he had to die and suffer, okay, and to be risen on the third day. Okay, one moment. The book of the book of Luke chapter 24, verse 25. Then said unto them, O fools and slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Ought not Christ have to suffer and these things and to enter into his glory? And beginning at Moses and all the prophets, he expounds unto them in all the scriptures all things concerning himself. Okay. So isn't it necessary that Christ had to suffer these things to enter into his glory? Okay. Let's read from the NET version. The book of Luke, chapter 24, 25. And he said unto them, O ye foolish people, how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Was it not necessary for Christ to suffer these things and to enter into his glory? Then beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them the things written about himself in all the scriptures, okay? And isn't this what GMS do? Okay, okay, you fools are slow of heart. Isn't this what GMS do? Crack the riddles and break down the scriptures. Okay, like nobody else. Isn't this what they do? Okay, this is they're the only ones that figure out what this thing is about. Okay, nobody else knows. They just talk about tithes and offerings. Okay, nobody else knows, okay, but GMS got it. Isn't it clear and so you can see with your own eyes? Okay, let's go to the book of Matthews. Go to the book of Matthews, chapter go to the book of Matthews, chapter one moment, 13. The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 11. And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever have to him will be given, he shall be more abundant. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away even what he has. Okay, it's it is up to, if you receive this doctrine, okay, and you can receive this hardcore doctrine, okay, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven is you might be of the elect, okay, because it's the most hardest, it's the most hardest doctrine, okay. They got the most boldest doctrine. That's how you know they got it, okay. Okay, that's why they get persecuted the way they do. Okay, then if you look at it, they said you're going to be persecuted. They're the only Israelite camp getting persecuted. Okay, one moment. The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 23. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures unto the end shall be saved. Okay. Start to the book of Sirach. Sirach chapter 6, verse 22. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifested unto many, given, and only a select group of people is going to get this. It's not for the masses, okay? It's only for a very select population, a very concise and select population. It's not made for everybody. Give ear unto give ear, my son, and receive advice, and refuse not my counsel, and put upon thy feet her fetters, and thy neck unto her chains. Bow down thy shoulders, and bear her, and be not grieved at her bonds. Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go. For so once you crack the riddle, okay, and once you break down the scriptures, okay, don't let her go, okay. You got it, okay. It's the doctrine is through Mashiach Yahushai is the one-way ticket out of here, okay. When this thing finally goes down, okay, it's your one-way ticket out of here. It's crucially important, okay. What's important? The names, okay. One moment. One moment. It's crucially important. Let's go to the book of Yoel. The book of Yoel. The book of Yoel, chapter 2, verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and on earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness. One moment, let me get it to focus. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahweh's coming. When the day of Yahweh comes, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there shall be deliverance, as Yahweh have said, and in his remnant who Yahweh has shall call. Okay, so the remnant, once again, it's a remnant that Yahweh God, okay, already pre-selected to make it out with their life. Okay, let's go to the book of Romans. It's only a certain selected group to make it out with their life. Okay, book of Romans chapter 9 verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of our, according to the election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calls. Okay, so Yahweh was the one that calls. Okay, and coming over here to the book of Romans. Let's start at Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, have power cast away his people? Power forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin. Power has not cast away his people, which he foreknew what he should not, what the scriptures have said of Elias, how he maketh an intercession to power against Israel, saying, Yahweh, they have killed all those prophets and have digged down those altars, and I am left alone, that they seek my life. But what But what says the answer power unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Okay. So Yahweh got a select group of people to make it out with their life. And if you can't understand the scriptures and this doctrine, you won't make it out with your life. Okay. Only the ones that Yahweh shall have sanctioned to make it out of here with their life, those are the ones that's going to make it out of here. Okay, come over here to the book of, let's go to the book of John. book of John. The book of John, chapter 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I chose you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whosoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, he may give it to you. Okay. Okay, one moment. Let's read it from an NET version. You did not choose me, but I chose you and anointed you to go and bear fruit that remains, so that whatsoever you ask the Father in my name, he will give you. Okay, now to the book of Revelations. The book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written on the backside of the seal with the seven seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open up the book and loosen his seals thereof?" And no man in heaven nor on earth, neither under the earth, was able to open up the book and to look therein. Okay, so why is that important? Without the doctrine, there's no salvation. Okay, you have to break the riddle. Okay, crack the code. Okay, of Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you can make it out with your life. If you can't crack the code, no deal. Okay, no dice. Okay, you won't make it out with your life. Okay, you have to crack first. You have to crack this riddle. Okay, what's the Most High's riddle? Yahweh is God and Yahweh Shai is the Son. Okay, what's the Most High's riddle? Okay, thermonuclear weapons getting dropped on America. Okay, it's totally eradicating this place. Okay, destroying it from off the face of the earth. Verse 4. And I wept much because no man was worthy to open and read the book, neither look thereon. So no man was worthy. And one of the elders said unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open up the book and loosen his seven seals thereon. Okay, so Yahweh Shai, okay. And GMS has the testimony of Yahweh Shai. They have it. They kept it intact. They didn't take filthy lucre, okay. If you know, look at it, it's just a very humble brothers, okay? He's preaching the word with all truth and sincerity, okay? They have it. They cracked the riddle already, okay? Verse 6. And I beheld in the midst of the throne four beasts in the middle of the throne will look like a lamb that it had been slain, having the horns of seven eyes, which are the seven spirits of power, even sent forth unto all the earth. Okay, so come over here to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 34. Stand in the multitude of elders and cleave unto them that are wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou see a man of understanding to get this truth, get thee bedtime unto him, and let thou's foot where the steps of his door. Let thou's mind be upon the ordinances of Yahweh, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desire. The book of Ecclesiasticus, known as Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients and will be occupied in prophecy. Okay. So, and I said this before, our business is prophecy. Okay. That's what this is about. Our business is prophecy. Okay, come over here to the book of the book of Revelations 19, chapter 10. Let's read up to verse 9. Revelation chapter 19, verse 9. And he said unto me, right, blessed that they are called unto the marriage of the supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the truth sayings of power. And I fell upon his feet and worshiped him, and said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and thou's brother that has the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship power. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so our whole thing is prophecy. Okay. Okay, it's all about prophecy. And on that note, all praises to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole elect. Shalom.